This is the Core Equipment 10-person straight wall cabin tent, and I'm gonna show you how to set it up, take it down, and also how long it takes. Out of the box, you will be provided with 3 fiberglass poles, which are meant to make up the roof of your tent, and 6 thicker steel poles for the walls of your tent. You will also be provided with 8 guy lines, which are all pre-attached, and 20 steel stakes. To set up the Core 10-person cabin tent, first take everything out of the carry case and unpack the tent on the ground. You can stake it out lightly if you need to. After unfolding the tent, grab the 3 fiberglass roof poles. 2 of them are black in color, and these are the longer poles that are to be inserted diagonally across the roof. The 2 diagonal pole sleeves are also black in color for easy identification. The last fiberglass pole is gray in color, which is the shorter pole to be inserted through the gray colored pole sleeve down the middle of the roof. I usually slide all the 3 fiberglass poles through the pole sleeves first before attaching them to the pole joints, which look something like this. These pole joints will come wrapped with this covering, but they'll look like this when you take them out. There will be 6 of these for the 6 ends of the fiberglass poles, so you can take them all out at the same time. After you've taken them out, secure the fiberglass poles to the ribbed ends of the pole joints, which is the side with these protrusions inside the joint. The other side of the joint doesn't have these protrusions. I find that it's much easier to secure the 3 fiberglass roof poles into the pole joints when you get someone else to go inside the tent, especially for the 2 diagonal poles and the 4 corner joints. When everything has been secured in the pole joints, the roof of the tent should be propped up like this. There's a center fastener right in the middle of the roof that you're supposed to slide the poles through, but it doesn't really make a difference to me. Now it's time to attach the 6 thicker steel poles. First, attach 2 steel poles to the corners in the front of the tent. Then attach 2 more steel poles to the corners of the back of the tent. One end of the steel pole has an orange tip while the other doesn't. Attach the end without the orange tip into the not ribbed side of the corner joint, and then insert the pin from the pin and ring system into the other end of the steel pole with the orange tip. Next, attach the last 2 middle steel poles the same way into the corner joint, and then insert the pin from the pin and ring system. These 2 middle steel poles have these D rings for attaching the rainfly. The 4 corner steel poles do not have these D rings. That's how you know which poles go into the corner and which are for the middle. Next, grab the rainfly and put it over the tent. The 4 edges of the rainfly have a little bit of extended coverage, so look for those and you know where the edges of the rainfly are. To make sure the rainfly is put on correctly, look for the Core logo on the rainfly and position it at the front of the tent with this other Core logo here. To secure the rainfly, attach the hook at each of the 4 corners to the ring from the pin and ring system. The middle part of the rainfly also has a hook, and that's to be attached to the D-rings in the middle poles, like this. Then attach all the pole clips on the tent to the nearest steel pole. There are 6 of these pole clips around the tent. To stake out the tent, this Core 10-person cabin tent comes with 20 steel stakes. 6 are to be secured to the 6 pin and ring systems of the pole, 2 are to be used to stake out the 2 ground vents on 2 sides of the tent, 4 are to be used to stake out the 2 doors, so 2 stakes for each door, and the remaining 8 steel stakes are for staking out the 8 pre-attached guy lines. There are 3 guy lines in front, 2 at the sides, so 1 at each side, and 3 guy lines at the back, so altogether 8 guy lines. And with that, this Core 10-person straight wall cabin tent is now fully set up. Please help me smash that like button if this has been helpful, I really appreciate it. So, how long does it take to set up the Core 10-person straight wall cabin tent? Here's a quick run through of 2 people setting it up. To take everything out and unpack the tent flat on the ground will take about 2 minutes. Inserting the 3 fiberglass roof poles through the pole sleeves will take 2 minutes, and to connect these 3 fiberglass poles to the pole joints will take another 1 minute. Connecting these 6 steel poles plus attaching the pole clips at the same time will take 1.5 minutes. Putting on the fly and securing it will take 1 minute, and lastly, staking out the tent and the guy lines with the 20 steel stakes will take about 3 minutes. So altogether, it'll take about 10.5 to 11 minutes for 2 people to set up this Core 10-person tent. I also tried to set the tent up on my own, but I gave up after a few tries. The roof either concaved or collapsed on me. I'm not tall enough to put the rainfly up on my own anyway, and here's how much trouble I had putting the rainfly up with another of my 10-person tents. But in my experience, it takes about double the time for one person, so I estimate around 21 to 22 minutes for this core 10-person tent. To take down this core 10% tent, I usually start first by removing all the guideline stakes, so 3 at the front, 2 at the sides, and 3 at the back. Then I remove the rest of the stakes, like those from the pin and ring system, from the doors, and also from the ground fence. After, I detach all the 6 pole clips, so 3 at the front and 3 at the back, along with the rainfly, so the 4 corners of the rainfly and also 2 middle attachments to the D-rings, and then I take the rainfly down. Then I remove the 2 center steel poles, followed by the 4 corner steel poles. Then I detach the 3 fiberglass roof poles from the pole joints before sliding them out. I start first with the middle gray fiberglass pole, and then the 2 black fiberglass poles. Finally, I fold the tent up to wash the base and dry it completely before packing it up. To pack up the tent, I usually fold the tent in half widthwise 1, 2, 3 times. While doing so, I try to push out as much air as possible. After that, I roll it up and push the air out, then use the provided straps to tie the tent up as tightly as possible before stuffing it back into the carry bag. Then I fold the rainfly in half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, stuff it back into the carry bag along with the included items like the poles, stakes, room divider, and stuff like that. Here's how long it takes to pack up the core 10-person straight wall cabin tent with 2 people. Removing all 20 stakes, detaching the pole clips, and taking the rainfly off takes about 1.5 minutes. Removing the 6 wall poles takes 30 seconds. Removing the 3 roof poles takes 1 minute, and packing it up takes about 3 to 4 minutes. So altogether, it takes about 6 to 7 minutes, excluding washing. Here's a time lapse of me taking the tent down on my own and getting the entire tent back into the carry bag takes about 13 minutes, so about double the time. I'll leave 2 videos here for more info on this tent. One is a rain test on this core 10% tent, and the other is a complete review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.